Hey, what's up, fellas? It's Chris Teresi here, professional sports bettor, founder of www.wecoverspreads.com. Before we get into the free pick, I just want to let everybody know I've been spending all day running around. I'm meeting up with local books here in New York, other sharp, wise guy bettors, gathering all the info I can for this coming weekend. I have a play tonight on Central Florida BYU. Huge Saturday we're looking for, huge Sunday, huge Monday. Hit 6 out of 7 of our last football plays since last Saturday. So, we got the hot hand right now. Info's flowing in, and we look to keep it going with our premium card. Again, you can pick all those up at the site. Have a new podcast up featuring Mark Johnson, old school wise guy, sharp bettor from Vegas. You guys should definitely check that out. We break down every NFL game, talk some college football. Also, we touch on some hockey. He's a big hockey guy, so that's up there on the site. Go check that out. And I guess we'll hop. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put this up a day early. We'll hop right in. I have a free pick for you guys on Fresno State and Idaho. Now, this is a game here I'm a little bit out the loop on. I'm an East Coast guy, but my West Coast sources, they've been telling me, Chris, you know what? This is a sharp play. This is a big money play. Spoke with my Vegas contact to confirm. He opened this up at 5. He's already down at 3 as I record this. Wise guys taking the home dog Idaho here. Checked with a couple of my local New York books here that take sharp money, and it seems like the East Coast guys are definitely following the West Coast theme on this one. So it opened at 6.5 here in New York, and it's already down to 3 at one shop. Another guy I spoke with, he opened it at 6, and he's down to 3. So we're 3 points, 3.5 points, 2 points behind the line move as of today. But you know what? I'm going to still put it out as a free pick. I still think there's some value after doing some research. I think Fresno is in a tough spot here. They're traveling up to the Kibbe Dome up in Idaho, Moscow, Idaho, and I think this weekend potatoes aren't going to be the only thing cooking up in Idaho. I think that this Fresno State defense is a big question mark, and they're going to have some trouble with Idaho. Now, I look at Fresno State's defense. I always love to look at the line of scrimmage. Can they stop the run? And I want to see how they are against the pass. But I think the run is going to open up the pass here. Now, they've been struggling. They're averaging about 75 yards a game on the ground. So they've played Texas A&M, Bowling Green, and North Dakota. So not exactly a cupcake schedule. They played two pretty decent teams. So they're struggling against the run, but this is going to be the weakest run defense, in my opinion, that they faced all year. Fresno State, like I said, giving up almost 200 yards per game on the ground, 5.4 yards per carry. That's a recipe for disaster. I never like backing road teams, road favorites that cannot stop the run. And I think that's a recipe for disaster. And I agree with the sharp move here. I think Idaho could kind of find their running game. They got Brian Reeder. He's a JUCO transfer last year. He started 2 games last year. He's done a fine job this year in 3 games. He's thrown 6 touchdowns and 1 pick, completing 56.8% of his passes. Last year he started a couple games, so he's nothing new to him. He had a 5 touchdown, 1 interception ratio. So what I get from him is I feel he'll be able to at least maintain this game here, and he won't turn the ball over. He doesn't force bad passes. I've watched some film on him, and I think if the run game could open up things for Idaho, he should have a field day against their secondary. And I think against a defense that's giving up 33 points per game, Idaho should definitely have a big game here, and I like them in this spot. I think the offense will definitely be able to put up points here, and taking the 3 is almost a no-brainer for me. Idaho's defense is good. They're only giving up 3.4 yards per carry, 118 yards per game on the ground, and that's against Texas A&M, who they played last week and who they held in the low hundreds. So that's impressive for me, definitely, because Texas A&M, I feel, has one of the best rushing games in the nation. So for them to come in here, they have Fresno State coming in with 2 starters out on that offensive line. One of them is a starting center. Everything starts up front. When you're missing a starting center, from the guys I spoke with, that's a big loss for Fresno State in this game. So you may see an experienced Idaho defensive front. They bring back 8 defensive starters from last year. I think Idaho up their home in the Kibbe Dome could be a little loud and maybe have the little home field edge. They should be able to take advantage of Fresno State, who's been able to move the ball, but now they have two key pieces on that offensive front line now, a left guard and a center. That could create problems. They may not be able to get the running game going as good, especially against Idaho, who's been very good against the run so far here. And just an interesting thing, if you look at it, both these teams played one common opponent so far this year, which was North Dakota. Fresno almost lost that game straight out. They beat them 27-22, and they were only +6 in total offensive yards in that game. I take a look at the way Idaho played that game. They beat them 44-14, and they were +227 yards in that game of total offense compared to what North Dakota put up. Now, take that stuff with a grain of salt, but I really feel Idaho comes in here and snaps their losing streak to Fresno State. I agree with the sharp move. Idaho +3. That's my free pick. I like Idaho. I think that they win this game straight up here on Saturday. Hope all of you have a good, profitable weekend. Again, check out www.wecoverspreads.com. We got podcasts up, blogs up to help you guys out this weekend, and I will be doing a free NFL pick. Probably put that up late Saturday night. So salute. Hope you all make some money this weekend, guys. That's what it's all about.